What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the next major DLC update for Modern Warfare 2, some bonus Season 3 content that was found, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and let me know down below in the comment section, what are you looking forward to the most over in Season 3? Is it in regards to multiplayer, something for Warzone, something for DMZ, or even the next raid? Let me know how you're feeling down below. But with that being said, as of right now, according to the in-game Battle Pass timer, April 12th is the supposed start of our next season. Again, delays are possible, in which I will keep you guys updated in future videos, but I'll also have separate commentaries in the next couple of weeks talking about everything new that does get announced in regards to the blog posts, some patch notes, even some leaks from the usual suspects over on Twitter, and even some teasers for the next Battle Pass. But before we continue with even more information about Season 3, let's go and thank the sponsor of today's video. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. If you're looking for awesome champions, intense PvP or PvE, as well as tactical upgrade systems, then Raid has you covered. There's a referral program allowing everyone to get more rewards as their friends join in on the fun. We also have an arena where you can test your strength against other real players. There's an immensely satisfying battle system with tons of upgrades, customization, and different attacks to choose from. Also, don't forget about the Doom Tower. You can climb the tower, defeat powerful bosses, and earn rewards along the way, such as new champions. And that's not all. Raid's 4th anniversary is finally here, and there's a ton to get excited about. I'm talking dedicated offers, free gifts, promo codes, events, and a brand new Fusion event where you guys can get your hands on an anniversary theme legendary champion. Right now you can use the promo code 4years Raid to get 4 skill tomes legendary, 4 energy refills, 400 energy, and even 400,000 silver. You'll also be able to take a trip down memory lane with the recap video of your stats in Raid, and for Amazon Prime members who just got Genbo, keep an eye out for the next drop with some powerful Savage gear. It's available from March 2nd to March 30th. Now, Raid is completely free to play with over 80 million downloads featuring 650 unique champions to choose from. But if you're ready to take on the endless content, monthly updates, and billions of ways to customize your champions, then click on the special link in this video's description or scan the QR code on screen to get a free starter pack featuring some in-game loot. But thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring tonight's video. Now back to the video, starting off with new maps we should expect in Season 3. As of right now, according to the recent data breach for Modern Warfare 2's DLC season, it was reported that 3 6v6 maps are coming in our 3rd season, but one of those maps already got pulled forward for the mid-Season 2 update. That map is Himmelmatt Expo, so that leaves Season 3 with just 2 more maps. Again, that's of course subject to change. The season could only have 1 map for all we know. You just never know at this point when it comes to how Modern Warfare 2 works. But in terms of what those 2 6v6 maps are, I'm gonna guess one of those maps is probably a remaster of sorts. I would hope that neither of those maps are regions from Al Mazrah or even something from Las Almas. Maybe something from Ashika Island. I really wouldn't mind that if they take a portion of Ashika and turn it into Ground War or a 6v6 map. That wouldn't bother me, but because we're about to get other maps for Ground War and Gunfight as we're about to talk about, I would not be surprised if the season only opens up with 1 new 6v6 map, whether it's a remaster or an original place, and maybe we'll get 1 other 6v6 map during the Season 3 Reloaded update at some point in May. That's something we can theorize about as of right now. But according to the Activision data breach, it's also being said that Gunfight is going to be coming in Season 3, as we also got confirmation of from the Call of Duty Twitter. They mentioned that Gunfight is coming in Season 3 or beyond. Hopefully that means the beginning of Season 3 and not Season 3 Reloaded or a future season after that. But Gunfight has been leaked for quite some time. It was even confirmed around, I think, close to a year ago that the mode would be returning into Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, just not right away at launch. It's unclear why it's taken this long, but according to that data breach, apparently 4 Gunfight maps are scheduled to come out at some point in Season 3. It's unclear where those maps take place. Are they being pulled from portions of the Warzone maps, portions of existing 6v6 maps, or will they be new locations that we saw over in the campaign? That's what I'm curious about as of right now. Now, the Activision leak does say that we're going to be getting 1 new battle map in Season 3 as well. That's of course going to be for Ground War and even Invasion. Hopefully it's not a section from Al Mazrah. I mean, nothing against Al Mazrah, but I just think the map is a little played out in terms of cutting portions from it and then releasing that as quote-unquote new content at the start of a season. I think cutting portions from the Battle Royale maps is a good idea in between major content drops, so that whenever there's a big drought of DLC and no communication, that's a good opportunity to drop in some filler content such as portions of the BR map in the form of 6v6 maps or for Ground War, whatever the case is, so that there's something new being released as often as possible. Areas that are already in the game but just repurposing them for other game modes, that's not something that I want to see at the start of a new season, but rather something during a mid-season or in between major content updates altogether, but let me know how you feel about that down below. Now, as of recently, with the mid-season 2 update, data miners did find voice lines for the following 3 characters: Valeria, Alex, and even Alejandro. Now, keep in mind, the voice lines for Valeria and Alex do sound complete, so we're gonna guess right now Valeria is possibly the Season 3 Battle Pass operator, while Alex is likely gonna end up being the free operator you unlock by doing the 3rd raid, which will end up coming out during the mid-season 3 update. And then we'll likely also see a raid Season 3 bundle like we got for Gaz and Captain Price. That bundle will come with another alternate skin for that character, some Spec Ops tier stars, and some other cosmetics and blueprints that fit the theme of that character. That's likely what will happen with Alex, but you never know, he could even be the Battle Pass operator for all we know, although I do doubt that, since he was the main focus Season 3 for Modern Warfare 19. Kind of coincidence that he's also going to be a bit of a focus for Season 3 of Modern Warfare 2 here, since we just rescued him at the end of the 2nd raid episode. Now, Valeria is a very popular character for obvious reasons, so again, I would not be shocked if she was the main star of the next Battle Pass, if they sold a bunch of bundles for her, but the voice lines for Alejandro were not complete and were recorded using text-to-speech, so that means the actor has not gone in the studio yet to record lines for him, and I'm gonna guess that probably means he's either an operator that comes out in Season 4, but could even be a surprise bundle at some point in Season 3 as well. You just never know, but usually seasons are kept to a minimum when it comes to new operators, where they only release 2 to 3 max, but very likely just 2. Now, new game mode was also discovered with the release of leaderboards in Modern Warfare 2 a couple of weeks ago. The game mode is called Rugby, so obviously you can look at this list from the Ghost of Hope that came out many months ago talking about what game modes are still in store for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, many of which, if not all of them, are from Modern Warfare 19 or previous Call of Duty titles, but Rugby isn't a mode listed on there. Unless it gets a new name that we just don't know as of right now, then that's a mode we should expect at some point relatively soon, considering it's already popping up as a bit of a placeholder through leaderboards. It's unclear what that mode's about, but like I was saying recently, I'm glad they got all the party modes out the way already, and we'll likely end up getting out all the returning Modern Warfare 19 modes really soon too, because I want to see some actual new modes added to this game's multiplayer, similar to the cool new modes we got during Cold War's life cycle, right? Modes that we just never saw before in previous Black Ops games. Let's see Modern Warfare 2 get that same treatment to really keep the game fresh, keep it original, and to offer something that isn't just a new map or a new weapon, but a new mode of sorts that hopefully resonates well to where it's warranted in bringing back in future Call of Duties as well. Now, the Activision leak also said that we're going to be seeing 3 new weapons in Season 3. Of course, that could be subject to change. You never know how accurate the information really is. That was info that apparently was written up back in December, which is likely before a 6th season likely got scrapped, and also before they planned on making Sledgehammer's expansion of Modern Warfare 2 into a full-fledged Call of Duty. So for all we know, we're only going to get 5 seasons, and they're going to cram more content into 5 instead of stretching it out across 6. Ironically, right, most of the community was under the impression that Modern Warfare 2 would be a 2-year game based on rumors that popped up last year, which would mean the game could get 12 seasons of support, but I think in this case, Modern Warfare 2 is going to follow Vanguard a little bit and only do 5 seasons. But I'd be curious to know if the 3 weapons that are coming out in Season 3 are going to be a part of the same weapon tree or the same receiver. I know some of the DLC weapons that we got over the last 2 seasons were a part of a system like that, where they were kind of all part of one tree, one receiver, and as, you know, 2 weapons come out at the start of the season and 1 came out during the mid-season, that would complete a new receiver system altogether. As of right now, we have a rumor in regards to 4 weapons that could be coming out really soon: the Uzi Pro SMG, the TAR-21 Assault Rifle, the Brewer 95 LMG, and the FAMAS Assault Rifle, and I think that's even going to be a burst rifle. So some of those are, of course, from Modern Warfare 19. That could be placeholder information. They got data mined recently, they got misinterpreted, or those could be returning weapons that the community would really want to see, right? Something like a Grau, or even like the Cali sticks that also got teased quite a bit as of lately. So there's a lot in store in terms of weapons for Modern Warfare 2, and hopefully they release more than 3, but I think 3 is a good start for like the beginning of a season, but hopefully we get some melee weapons or other secondaries added during a mid-season update at some point soon, right? See some new pistols or even a new launcher. There's still quite a bit that people out there would want to see in terms of weapons for this game. Now, an Activision leak also states that a new Spec Ops mission is also on the way for Season 3, and that's good news because the way Spec Ops has been handled as of recently is a bit odd. I know Season 1 introduced us to at least 1 or 2 new missions, but that was really it. We've seen LTMs added to various missions over the last, 2 seasons though, where they added in Zaya Observatory gun game, Zaya Observatory survival, low profile 1 in the chamber mode, so I'm all for them trying out LTMs for the missions that already exist, but would still like to see more missions added in that also incorporate NVG gameplay to help better fit the tone of this game, and also another reason to play Spec Ops aside from just doing the raid, so that you have alternate ways to grind more stars and more missions to complete with your friends. As of now, Spec Ops is limited to just 2 players, while raids are limited to 3. I'm curious curious if Spec Ops Raids or DMZ will ever open the door to a 4-player LTM or a 4-player experience. Really hoping for that at some point in the future, but obviously Raids are a part of Spec Ops, the paid experience here in COD 2.0, and third episode of Raids is going to be coming out with the mid-season 3 update. And considering there's only 5 episodes of Raids coming, then that probably also means we're only going to get 5 seasons of Modern Warfare 2 during 2023. Now, as far as Warzone 2.0 goes, as of now it's been leaked that the next Battle Royale map is set to come out at some point in Season 4. It's unclear how big that map's going to be since it was worded as a small-scale map in the Activision leak. That probably means a map that's for Resurgence like Ashika Island, but I think a big BR map would also be clutch. Would love to see the rumored Las Almas map finally come out in 2023. Who knows if that's being saved for the Warzone integration of COD 2023 Jupiter from Sledgehammer. That's a big unknown right now, but that map is apparently on the way and finished. The points of interest for it already leaked out, so it's unclear when the map's going to come out, but maybe in Season 5, since as of right now, the Activision data breach only provided info for Seasons 2, 3, 4, and a 6, but not Season 5, so that's a big question mark right now. But as of recently, in the recent blog post, they did mention some more quality of life changes coming to Warzone 2 in Season 3. I'm assuming more changes to kind of bring it back to what it was like at the end of Vanguard's life cycle in terms of the Warzone Pacific integration. So Warzone is going back to its glory, at least that's what it seems like, and Plunder is all set to return in Season 3 or beyond. Voice lines for that mode all leaked out recently, so we're going to assume that's coming out at the beginning of Season 3, not any later than that. But Treyarch is also apparently working on a Warzone ranked mode. The same team that worked on Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer ranked is working on a Warzone 2 ranked experience, which I'm excited about since people out there have wanted a Warzone ranked mode for many years. People assume that Iron Trials and other LTMs were kind of beta tests for what a Warzone ranked would be like, but then a Warzone ranked never happened in Warzone 1, but 1 finally got confirmed recently for Warzone 2, so who knows when that's coming out. But if I had to guess, I would say probably Season 3 Reloaded or Season 4 is when we're going to end up seeing a mode like that over from Treyarch. Hopefully it doesn't take too much time away from Treyarch's development on Black Ops 2024. Now, as far as DMZ goes, it's a bit unknown as to what's going to be coming out for that experience in Season 3, but some things have been leaked out and teased a little bit. So we talked about this in separate videos, of course, here on the channel, but as a bit of a quick rundown, not a full in-depth breakdown, since I'd rather you guys watch those DMZ videos to learn more. As of now, dynamic weather was teased out for DMZ. I'm gonna assume that's coming sooner than later. I know we have some leaks about sandstorms across Al Mazrah DMZ, which do sound interesting to really change up the pace of the gameplay and just add more replayability and spice to the overall experience. And as of a couple of days ago, leaks came out in regards to a scavenger or quartermaster for each faction that you can find around our exclusion zones. And if you go up to them and do certain objectives or bring him certain goods that you can trade in, then that'll build a reputation for you with a specific faction. And apparently we're going to be seeing faction sites, faction buy stations, even faction specific AI roaming around our maps, which will turn friendly if you have a high enough reputation with that faction specifically. So those are some big fundamental features that I think, alongside a marketplace and an economy of sorts, will really give DMZ even more replayability and end game value than we've ever seen before, and will kind of bring it closer to what Escape from Tarkov is like. So I think adding in big core features like that in Season 3 before we get a new map for DMZ in Season 4 is going to be huge. But it was also confirmed that we're not going to be seeing a content wipe in Season 3 either. As of right now, your faction progress and contraband inventory will remain the same in our next season. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on everything we know so far about the next major DLC update for Modern Warfare 2? How are you feeling about the bonus content that was discovered recently and everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.